Wake Up Sports Podcast live on YouTube and Twitch. Shout out to our sponsors of the show. Thank you, Underdog Fantasy Best, for being one of our sponsors. You can use any one of our codes, Bossman, P Sports S, or Mulletman as your code to get up a matching deposit up to $100 on your first bet. Also, shout out Funko Pops for being a sponsor of the show. You can go get your own little Funko Pop version of myself, Pete, or Mulletman, and all of our special guests. We're going to do a little special edition of them too. So you guys can get definitely has a purchase. They're on sale right now for $20. So good. Let's welcome everybody to the show. Pete without Mulletman, and we got two guests joining us tonight, guys.
What's up?
What up? What up? What up?
What's up? What's up?
And second, we got our second return, Mr. Wonderful, joining the show, and we also got a new joiner with us, Mr. Downey Times from TikTok. What up, boys?
What's up? What's up, guys? Thank you guys for having me being here. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I
All right, Pete, what you got going for us on the Wake Up Sports Wide World of Sports edition?
We have breaking news from Adam Schefter. The NFL schedule will be coming out May 19th. So basically in about 2 weeks, the NFL schedule will be released. Also, the first story that I have from the wide world of sports is Ryan Garcia, how he got caught with a legal substance in his test, wants to do another test to clear up his name. The second story that we have is LeBron will not be part of the signing for the Los Angeles Lakers.
That's big.
So
That's
so
big.
we'll see how that goes. Also, the NBA is investigating Jamal Murray throwing objects onto the field after Game 2 and their loss, and they're down 2-0. And just in on that story, he was fined $100K for that instance, what happened last night. So what do you guys feel about that whole how do you guys feel about that whole thing with Jamal Murray?
You feel like it was intentional?
No. I really don't.
Honestly, I just think his emotions got the best of him. I mean, they're down two. They were losing pretty bad yesterday. They're down 2-0 in the series. Like, I mean, you're the defending champs. You're losing like this to the Timberwolves. Like, I mean, yeah, the Timberwolves are really good this year. But
Georgia player.
Reacting like that can destroy your team. It can destroy your team leader.
Yep. The fourth story that we have is Rashid Rice possibly getting suspended for half the season, coming out for multiple execs that he's possibly going to get suspended for half the season with what happened in this offseason. Then also today we're finding out that he got in trouble for there is an instance that happened in a nightclub where he assaulted a man in the nightclub, and there's more investigations going on with that. So we'll find out if the suspension is going to be added on. How do you guys feel about that whole situation with Rashid Rice?
He should be gone for the year.
He's possibly going to be gone for the year.
That's what it's sounding like.
What is
your dad? The Buffalo Bills should pick him up. I'm just kidding.
No, we don't need that.
Isn't this his like second or third season?
Second.
This is his second season.
Yeah.
Man.
My thing on it is that like this, he has so much potential to be a great wide receiver, and he's just ruining his life on it.
Yep.
I think if Rashid Rice keeps doing this stuff for
And the fifth and final story that we got from the wide world of sports is breaking news just coming in. Rudy Gobert wins his 4th Defensive Player of the Year, and the only 2 other players to do it was Ben Wallace, and I can't remember the other who it was. It was Ben Wallace, and who else? If anybody can Refresh me on that. It was Ben Wallace and somebody else. And it's a legendary.
Rodman?
No, it's not Rodman. Can't remember his name.
I know Dwight Howard had a couple of them.
Ben and hold on. I'm trying to pull up my Twitter right now as we speak. But guys, the first story that we're talking about is actually with the NBA playoffs, and right now, guys,
So it was Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace for the most in NBA history with 4.
Mutombo.
So Rudy Gobert just tied Dikembe Mutombo
and Ben
Wallace.
That's crazy. And guys, the first topic we're talking about is the NBA playoffs. And then, guys, just to update you on one series that has already started and got 2 games done. The Timberwolves are destroying my boy Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
They got a Georgia player.
Shout
out Kansas.
Anthony
Edwards. So how do you guys feel about like that series? Is it going to be a sweep or it's not going to be a sweep?
Oh, it's either a sweep or Denver will be lucky to get 1 game. Honestly, I think the Timberwolves are too tough. They're too tough for Denver.
I feel like Minnesota just has all the momentum on their side, and they're just gonna keep rolling with it. I mean, there's just too much momentum on their side. I can see Denver getting one more win or getting a win, but with the momentum, I can't see it. I think it might get sweep.
Bring out the broom. Bring out the broom for the T-Wolves. It's time to sweep.
Listen, guys.
I think it's going to be Minnesota in 6. I think Denver's going to win a couple games yet. So I'm not giving up on them.
Listen, I'm not giving up on the defending champs. I'm still saying this, and I've been saying it for a long time. I'm saying Denver in 7. I think with the NBA champions, with their experience and basically not wanting to get swept, I think they push it to 7 and win in Denver Game 7 to move on to the Western Conference Finals.
Hey, updated score alert too, by the way. Dallas Cavaliers are down 10 at halftime to the Boston Celtics, 59-49.
I'd take being down by 10 better than being down by 20. I'll take it.
Also in the NBA playoffs, we've had the Cavs move on because they beat the Clippers in 6 in Dallas.
Yep.
And actually manhandled them. And then we had a Game 7 between Boss's Orlando Magic versus Dallas Cavaliers.
Yep.
Boss, the one question I want to ask you.
Fucking Cavaliers.
How do you have an 18-point lead and then choke it and lose by 10?
It was actually 12.
No, it was 8. We were up by 18 at one time, but yeah, they did win by 12. So we had a 30-point swing, which is ridiculous. One of the biggest swings in NBA history in a playoff series in Game 7. So it is what it is, man. We're young. We're talented. We finished 5th in the East this year, so I think we got a bright future, and we got Zach Edey on the radar to join the team next year. So I like the way it's going. I like it.
Ooh, you guys want Zach Edey in the second round? I like that.
Yep, it's being said all over.
I just like to mention I went to every home game in the first round, and let me say, Cleveland fans do not disappoint when it comes to playoffs. NBA, football, baseball, they don't ever disappoint. The crowd was electric. Even when we were down by 18, we still kept our heads. Everybody kept their heads up in the stands. We kept cheering on our team, and I mean that's what fueled the Cavs to victory at home. And I'm excited. I'm going to Game 3 between Boston and Cleveland at home. Our first home game versus Boston in round 2, and not to mention, that we finally won a playoff game without LeBron for the first time in 30 years, which is sad to say. But
Oh my god!
and I just learned this fact today. This is the 4th series where we won a playoff game without LeBron. 4 series.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
geez.
Also, I want to get your guys's. I forgot what I was really about to say. Like I was about to say it and then I lost it. I hate when I do that. One of the comments we have: who do you guys think's winning that Pacers and Knicks series? Who's winning that Pacers Knicks series, guys?
I think it's gonna be the Knicks.
I gotta say Knicks.
I think it's gonna be Knicks also.
I think it's gonna be Knicks in 6.
Okay.
Indiana.
Jalen Brunson's the first player since Michael Jordan scored 40 in 4 playoff games. So
That's crazy.
I'm not comparing him to Michael. I'm not doing that, but I'm just saying that's crazy.
I think he scored 40 yesterday, didn't he?
Yes, he scored 40 yesterday too.
Yep.
Yes, he did.
That was a close game though.
Do you guys want to move on to the next topic, or do you guys want to still talk about NBA?
Let's go ahead. Let's move on to the next topic.
Okay, the next topic we have is NASCAR and the Kentucky Derby finishing in, I think it was 500/10ths of a second. Both races, they were basically photo finishes, which was kind of crazy. By 500/10ths of a second, that's basically not even blinking. That's basically like if you blink, you would miss the finish.
So
they slowed it down. They showed it down, man. Shout out to Kyle Larson for winning at Kansas and the closest Cup Series finish ever.
Damn.
So
Damn. And then we have the Kentucky Derby. And that was basically a photo finish too. Damn, like that's just crazy on top of that.
How many wins does Kyle Larson have?
I believe that makes 4.
Yes, I think this is 4th.
Okay.
Yes, that is.
And shout out to the Kentucky Derby winner, Mystic Dan's Freakness. That fucking name is awesome.
That is awesome.
Kentucky Derby.
And they had the most viewers since 1989 with 16.7 million viewers at that Kentucky Derby.
Wow.
Really?
Damn.
And they had a record $210.7 million bets during that 24. So $210 million was placed on bet during that Kentucky Derby.
Shoot.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah.
That is insanity. Yeah. Now,
Imagine getting all that money, man. What would y'all do with that?
what would I do with that money? First thing I would
Buy a better podcast partners. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow, I see how it is.
Yeah. Not gonna lie.
I'm just kidding.
First thing I would do is pay off my college debt. That's the first thing I would do. Pay it all off.
Yeah.
Pay off all that college debt that I got. And then after that, buy my dad a nice Rolex. That's for sure. And then and then splurge on my mother, and then basically the rest I'm splurging for myself.
Do what to your mother?
I said splurge my mother, like basically like go take her out and see what she wants to buy. Oh my
God. Use a different word. Spoil.
Yeah, you really need to use a different word.
Use a different word.
Spoil, splurge, same thing.
I would honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I'd be getting married this weekend if I got all that money.
Hey, listen, if I got all that money, I buy my parents a new place, and then after that, I'm gonna spend on whatever the heck I want.
Oh, also, another
I'm
thing
gonna go
I
have
would
a
do with that
Deshaun
money.
Watson massage, if you know what I'm saying.
Also another thing that I would do is basically buy a apartment in my favorite spot in Macedonia.
Ohio?
In Macedonia, buy my
Macedonia.
favored
Oh no,
Macedonia.
because there's a Macedonia, Ohio near me.
Yeah,
I thought he...
I know there is. I know there is.
I was like, hey, Pete!
It cracks
Come
me
on
up.
over.
Oh, and boss man. So Florida's two-way player Jack Caglione just hit his 27th home run of the season.
Hell yeah! Shout out to Gator baseball, man.
Damn.
All right, what's our next subject, Pete?
You know what? The next subject that we don't have on the board, but we have our special guest. Let's go into some esports in the esports world. So wonderful. What's going on in the esports world?
There's a lot. We'll start off with the Call of Duty one. Right now we're heading into the start of the majors, where this is where they need to basically get everything together and stop losing. Basically, we're down to that. As of right now, we could possibly be looking at in the winning bracket all top 4 teams from that hasn't been done before. The whole winning bracket will be like the best players. So the best players, we are looking at Atlanta FaZe, Optic, Toronto, and New York to be all going against each other in the winning bracket. So at least one of these teams are going to get dropped into elimination round in round 1.
Okay.
Also, we got teams coming up. Seattle Surge is starting to make a push. If they keep winning on the win streak that they're on right now with LA Thieves and the Gorillas, they could be knocking people out right now. Toronto's in trouble. If Toronto loses to Seattle, Toronto will be knocked out, and they will be in the elimination round for the first time.
Holy cow.
FaZe is still, but overall, I think Atlanta FaZe is going to win this major again. I mean, I got to give it to Atlanta. Atlanta is going to be the new dynasty. They're going to be the new Optic dynasty.
Screw Atlanta FaZe. I hate them with a burning passion.
Yeah, they're just that good. It's crazy how good they are. I knew as soon as they brought in Draza, I already knew like they were gonna be solid. All they had to do is put it all together and work together, and that's what they're doing. I mean, that team is just the only way you can really beat them is you have to eliminate Abizi and Simp to win this whole series. If you can't do that, you're not. They're gonna win every time. Every time.
So wonderful. Let me ask you this. So, with the 30 esports organizations joining the Esports World Cup, do you think that's going to help that program?
Yes, it's going to. As of right now, and I just saw it. By next year, or even sooner, esports will have over $1 billion to be able to work with. That's the whole esports industry. So there will be over $1 billion going into esports, plus all the teams that we're going to possibly be seeing new teams. We're going to see teams coming from challengers to take on some pro teams. There's a lot that Call of Duty is happening with. And then we can also talk. I don't know if anyone ever played Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike is starting back up again, and Cloud9 is actually Cloud9 is dropping out of the whole Counter-Strike tournament. Cloud9 will no longer be a part of it. There's no reason why yet, but they said that they feel like they got embarrassed against Electronic, and they just don't want to play anymore.
Wow.
What about that moist? What about that moist export news you were telling us about before we started the podcast?
Yeah, hold on. I gotta go back to it. That one was crazy.
It's a crazy name for an organization. Yep. I hate that word, moist.
My mom does too. She hates that word.
Well,
Hey,
next time you see your mom,
hey,
tell her I said boss. Tell her boss man said, "What up, moist?"
hey,
No, don't say that.
wonderful.
Don't say that. Don't say
While
that.
Wonderful's
Don't
looking
say
that
that.
up, while Wonderful's looking that up, for most of you Madden players out there, the cover athlete's been Lee Tatum, Christian McCaffrey, or DK Metcalf. So
Christian McCaffrey. It's
Yeah,
gotta
Yeah.
be Christian McCaffrey.
if,
It's
if
gonna be
it's
Christian
hey,
McCaffrey.
if
If
it's
it's
not
DK, it's bull.
if it's not CMC, I'm sorry, but they just need to get rid of Matt completely.
Yes.
All right. So this is what it says.
Ooh, we got Rachel walking by on the screen. What up, Rach?
According to Moist Critical on his YouTube channel, the organization Apex Legends Squad was denied entry into the USA multiple times over a 6-month period. The 3 Australian members of the team were not granted visas, with one of the reasons apparently being that the immigration agencies didn't believe the team was highly ranked as they claimed they were. So the
Damn.
claim that led to Moist Esports dropping its Apex Legend team because the players couldn't come to the U.S. under the organization. The players later applied for visas individually.
So basically, they scammed him.
They did
Yep.
because it says right here again, 2 out of the 3 players of Moist have been denied.
Wow.
So they're
So here comes a big lawsuit. I'm just saying that.
you know. It's starting not to surprise me because a lot of lawsuits on games are starting to happen right after Scump and Hex did their big lawsuit against Call of Duty for Monopoly.
Yep, I remember
Now
that.
let me ask you this, Wonderful. Is it a lawsuit against Apex, or are they filing a lawsuit against the U.S. Department?
It's on Apex.
Damn.
Apex is the one that's denying it.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yep. So not only
Bye,
this
Apex.
lawsuits happening,
breaking.
but now you got to think of it this way. A lot of people are gonna think of this as a bad hate on what is Apex really looking for. They won't let this immigrants play. It's gonna look terrible on their part.
Wonderful. Sorry to cut you off. Daly has some breaking news. What's going on, Daly?
So I just saw New York Knicks player Mitchell Robinson is out 6 to 8 weeks with injury.
Ooh, that's huge.
Dang.
Yep.
That's
Hey, I
huge.
also got breaking news as well. Canadian Football League star Chad Kelly just got suspended for 9 weeks.
Yep.
Fucking Chad Kelly, man. Good God.
Next, Chase
What else is
Claypool.
he gonna do? What else is he gonna do?
That's Jim Kelly's nephew or son or grandson or some shit.
I think
Yeah.
it's nephew or something like that.
Nephew. Suspended for 9 games.
Crazy.
I will say this: a special guest was with the Optic Gaming little team to do a game of Silent Library. If you guys can guess the NFL wide receiver who was with them.
It has to be Dallas because it's Dallas.
No,
It's not. Ooh.
not Dallas. It was Tyreek Hill.
Oh my God.
And now there is talk because if not anyone else knows, Tyreek Hill is a huge gamer.
He is.
Mm-hmm.
There is a possibility that Tyreek Hill will join Optic as a content creator. That's the biggest breaking news right now.
Wow.
So what? He retires from the NFL and then
He
goes to
can
be a
retire
full-time
from
gamer.
the NFL and join Optic Gaming as a content creator
listen.
full time.
Man, to tell you the truth, gaming has become so
Oh, I
big
know.
ever since COVID.
Oh,
It has doubled. It
Oh, I
has
know.
doubled.
It's risen back up to where it was.
You want to know why it came back? And I mean, it's all because of COVID.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because COVID came,
Yeah.
because COVID hit, everybody started playing games, and everything took off from there.
Yes.
Mhm.
Sure
Yep.
did.
Even in the Madden games right now, Denver just put a lot of money into the Madden games.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like NFL teams are actually putting money of their company money into Madden to try to make it better.
That's awesome.
I hate
You
to
guys,
say it. They said this year was make and break for them. They didn't. They broke this year. Like this game freaking sucked.
you guys remember
Mhm.
when EA was trying to take over like all the 2K games, like baseball and basketball and all that? You guys remember that?
Mhm.
Yep.
I wonder
Mhm.
what happened with that.
I don't
2K,
know.
man. 2K really set the bar when
Well,
it came to basketball.
yeah.
So. And football was great too by 2K. I don't know why they lost that, but that
Oh,
was great.
that was the
EA
best.
EA like back then. Like the only reason 2K lost is because EA was so much bigger back then. That was doing so good. That's the only reason they lost it to
Break
them. Plus, they couldn't pay the money
another
anymore.
breaking news in the Rainbow Six Siege Invitational draws record viewership of 521,349 people.
Holy.
Gee,
Is that the one
Holy.
Jinxie played in? Didn't Jinxie play in that?
Wonderful.
I'm about to
Yeah,
check. I think it is. I mean, that would make sense why there was so many.
yes, he did. Him and Sketch played in that.
yep.
The
Wow.
season-ending
Bro,
event, it took place in Brazil.
Yeah.
Wow.
Brazil.
bro, shout out to Queso, Sketch, and Jinx, man. Just fucking taking over the gaming streaming world, man. They're fucking doing their thing.
It saw it used to average a viewership of 109,000 across 119 hours of airtime.
That's
And
crazy.
And that got scattered in.
now they just hit over 500,000.
That's crazy.
It's not telling me if Jinxie or any of them were there.
I'm pretty sure
Okay.
they
We
were.
do got a big coming up, a big video game coming up that everybody's been waiting for 10 years. We got NCAA football coming back, so I know we're all looking forward to that.
Yep.
And we are giving away, so everybody that is subscribed to the YouTube channel, we are giving it away. We're going to randomly pick one person out of the subscribers and give you a free copy of NCAA 2025. So make sure y'all are paying attention, checking your inboxes, because that will be dropping very soon.
That was like me.
It's good.
Hey, Dolly, we'll discuss it behind closed doors.
Boss.
Ooh.
I like your videos.
All right, you guys ready to move on to the next subject?
Let's
roll.
go.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
News. One more breaking news. Optic Scumpy is going to be on the pro team for Optic and X Defiant.
Ooh.
Oh my god!
He is no longer doing Call of Duty. He's going to be a pro player for X Defiant.
That's gonna be fire.
That is
That's gonna
gonna
be
be fire.
fire.
He is nasty good at X Defiant. Like, he is really good.
Also, before we move on, Pete, what was that game that you said was dropping for free that's coming out? What was that game again? Because I remember you talking about it in the live.
That's X Defiant.
Yep. Which I'll be getting it as soon as it drops.
Do you think he's gonna pull?
Do you know the release date?
Too?
May 21st. May 21st at noon.
Oh,
it's
that's
noon
2
all
weeks.
around.
I'm gonna be at work.
Yep.
Wow.
But
Pete, you can have your phone, the PlayStation app, and download it and connect it to your device so that when you get home from work, you can have it already downloaded.
True. But guys, also I just want to say this. Wonderful. Do you think what's his face possibly comes out of retirement and joins Scump?
are you talking about Nade Shot?
No, not Nade Shot, but what's his name? Oh my gosh. He's also part of Optic.
It could be Formal. It could be Karma.
Formal.
Formal is playing Halo.
Oh.
Formal's been playing Halo. He put that Halo team together.
Hey, we forgot about that. Yeah.
Also, guys, I'm so sorry about this, but one story that I completely forgot about was J.J. Watt is keeping the door open to possibly return to the NFL to play with his Houston Texans and play with DeMeco Ryans.
You just got Deli excited. You ready to?
I'm not gonna lie. If JJ Watt can come back, I think that fills in a lot of talent right there. That could give them the push that they need.
Could you imagine having Danielle Hunter, JJ Watt, Will Anderson Jr. on the same defensive line? Like,
my God.
I'm sorry. If that defensive line goes against Patrick Mahomes, he ain't gonna have a prayer.
Dally, I don't know why you're worried about it. You ain't winning the NFC North anyways. So
yeah. I don't know what you're worried about. Well, hey, all I gotta say is let's go Bengals.
And also,
it's
Dally,
both season.
Have you heard the report of possible Najee Harris to the Cowboys?
Yes, I have.
How do you feel about that?
He's worth at least a player and a pick, in my opinion. So if anything, like this is like my dream trade scenario. You guys probably are.
Gosh.
Micah in a first round for Najee.
Micah would never happen.
That ain't happening. You probably could get Dak Prescott.
Oh, don't. Oh.
Hey, boss.
Breaking news.
Boss.
Wait, we have some breaking news.
Oh, sorry.
I called it. Tyreek Hill is an Optic Gaming.
Guys, that's your first breaking news of Tyreek Hill going to Optic, Texas.
And he retired from the Miami Dolphins.
I would laugh. Please, let it happen so I can control Josh. Please.
Boss, we just get a thing on ESPN. Tyreek Hill is retiring to go play video games for the rest of the
It's better than what he said he wanted to do, so I'll give him that.
Know what's crazy about this, though? He does not have to worry about injuries. He doesn't have to worry about concussions anymore. He might break a few screens and controllers, but
that's about it.
He doesn't have to worry about that.
He'll break his hand doing that.
Hey, that's only $200 per controller he breaks. That's it.
Yep.
Hey, let's just be honest. Now he doesn't have to worry about accuracy. Accuracy is all on him, not on Tua. So, I mean, that's a good
facts.
thing.
Hey, he's a really good Fortnite player, though.
He is.
I've seen that man play Fortnite.
Okay, guys.
That's crazy.
Next.
That it was rumored, and now it has became a thing.
Okay. Next story we're coming up to, or the next topic, is the man to my right and his specialty in WWE news.
And also my homeboy down there, Wonderful, can help me with that too, because he's also a WWE fan as well.
So what's going on in the WWE?
Oh, sorry, Dally, I forgot about you too. My bad. So, on Raw last night, Drew McIntyre showed up to the arena, and he got told to leave by Adam Pearce because of his injury. He did not tell anybody about his injury.
Nope.
Yep.
Damn.
And if CM Punk would have showed up 3 seconds earlier, he would have got his butt whooped again by him.
Yep.
Just saying, it would have happened again.
What else is going on in the WWE universe?
We got new women's tag team champions, Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Shout out to them for winning the tag team champions.
That women's tag team could be the best women's tag team seen in a while.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying. I believe I was saying that yesterday. There's absolutely no reason how anyone can think all Bianca and Jade are gonna lose their titles like anytime soon. I mean, I the only way that would happen is they're gonna have to get cheat shot.
I
Someone's gonna
don't.
have to interfere or do a dirty pin to
If
be
I'm
able to
being
win again.
honest, I don't see them losing them titles at least 2 on WrestleMania, at minimum.
That's how.
Honestly, I think they might be the tag team to hold it for the longest in women's history.
Yeah,
They might.
I think
they'll break it. Who were the longest? Who
What,
did
the
hold
longest
the
reign in
longest?
what, for the females?
Was it
Wasn't
the
it
Bellas?
No, it was the
That's Sasha Banks and Bailey.
Is it? Okay.
somebody even longer. Are you forgetting about like the two that were from Australia that are now released? What's their names?
Are you talking about Casey Catanzaro and the other chick?
No.
No, not them. I know who he's talking about. I just can't think of their name.
One had black hair and the other, oh my god.
Oh, I know who you're. Oh,
Yeah,
they were annoying. They were pretty annoying.
but they had the championships for really
Yes.
long
Oh.
time.
What was
They
that?
had
No, it's my tribal
Either.
chief. Nah.
Hey, listen. You know, since you know he wanted to bring up Roman Reigns, he's going to be back at SummerSlam. It's almost confirmed that
Hey.
he's going to be back.
You know what?
Oh.
Another thing.
Zach, tell them the big news about what might happen for SummerSlam. With
what might happen?
Hold on.
Was it the time you were talking about with the bloodline?
Oh yes,
Civil
the
War?
bloodline. So we might see the fourth member come out at SummerSlam. We might see that fourth member come out.
Who do you guys think it is?
Oh, everybody knows who it. Everybody knows who it. No, it's not you, boss man. Okay, you're not. You're not part of the bloodline. You never would be. What's the one dude's name? Wonderful. Who's the other one? The fourth member of the bloodline that's running solo.
Is it?
Oh.
Is it Jacob Fatu?
Yes, that's who it is. He's already signed.
Yeah.
He just hasn't made an appearance.
Okay.
He ain't gonna make his appearance until SummerSlam.
Okay.
I feel like we're going to see a match where it's going to be all the old bloodline guys versus the new bloodline guys.
Ooh.
Oh,
So,
that'd be good.
We can't deny Kyler Murray can come back from the injury, and at the end of the season, Kyler didn't look bad at all. He didn't, but
No.
he didn't.
Oh,
Tuto, hey, listen, Tuto, no offense. I would go if he was to go into WWE. I would come in there personally just to beat you and then leave and retire.
Oh, Tutu, I got jokes, but I don't want to joke about what happened to you. But I don't think you can make it in that match.
Yeah, I would not make that joke right now.
There's some news in the WWE. Jerry Lawler says his WWE career has probably ended.
It makes me sad.
Jerry the King Lawler is done. That's sad, man. The one-sided mouth wonder.
His broadcasting contract reportedly expired at the start of the year.
Yes.
Garland.
Well, do we think he moves on to like NXT?
Darius Garland.
Maybe he steps down.
Who?
I think he actually
Jerry Lawler.
goes. I think he goes to AEW and teams up with his old co-host.
Yeah.
Good old Jay.
Pat McAfee's doing a good job on fucking Raw. So I'll give him that.
Hey, all I gotta say is yeet.
Oh my gosh. Oh my.
So,
hey, what about the wonderful? What
Dally,
about
give us an updated score on the game. What's the score on the game right now?
Boston's up 75-64.
Ooh.
Hey, Dally, wonderful. What do y'all think of the implosion of the bloodline happening?
Garland just got poked in the eye and he was down for a little bit. I was kind of worried about
Mm.
that.
No, not my boy from the region. Shout out to Darius
He-
Garland and all the region rats that we have in the chat tonight.
He's still in the game though, so he's looking good right now.
Okay.
You said the fusion?
No, the implosion of the bloodline, or not the bloodline, the Judgment Day. I meant.
Oh, I think Damian Priest is gonna take over. I think he's gonna be the new leader.
So this
Update.
is the rumor I've been hearing: is they're gonna kick Priest out, and Drew McIntyre is gonna be the new leader.
Oh.
That's the
Or could we see a match between Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre for leadership?
That's what I think
That
is
would be
gonna end
cool.
up happening.
A backyard brawl, though.
Hey,
Yep.
wonderful.
Or a street fight.
Watch out at the next pay-per-view, not the King Queen bull crap, but the actual next one over in McIntyre's hometown. I think we see the world title change hands.
Yep, they could. I do want to talk about a certain match that was in the King of the Ring. We gotta give Dragunov some credit.
Dude,
Dragunov is gonna. I'm not going to lie. I think Dragunov is gonna take out Sami Zayn.
Yeah, he's taking the Intercontinental title from me.
No.
He took out Ricochet yesterday.
Damn, he did.
He took out Ricochet. It was a great match, though. It was honestly probably one of the best matches I've seen out of Ricochet.
We all love Sami Zayn, but he's just not fit for a long Intercontinental title run.
No,
and he needs to hand it off to Ilja and just let him run with it.
Hey, also breaking news, shout out to the San Jose Sharks for getting the number 1 overall pick in the NHL draft, man. That's going to make a big change in that franchise.
They suck.
Big change.
I just saw an updated baseball score. The Angels are up 7-0 on the Pittsburgh Pirates.
The Braves are beating the fuck out of the Boston Red Sox right now, so let's go.
Yes, keep beating them. Screw the Red Sox.
Actually, I do have a question for you guys. It's back to WWE. How do you guys feel about Sheamus being back?
Who?
Sheamus.
Yeah.
His first match wasn't bad.
He lost to Gunther. This is the first
I know,
time
but it's a warm-up match. You're not going to go out there and put him up against Cody Rhodes or somebody like.
This is the first time Sheamus ever tapped.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's never tapped his whole WWE career. And he tapped.
Hold on, he never tapped out against John Cena?
No.
Yeah, he tapped to John Cena?
No, he didn't.
He never did.
They were just talking about how he has never tapped.
And Gunther was the first person to make him tap.
Gunther was the first one to make him tap.
Mm.
In my opinion, I think when you're watching Sheamus, it's cool. I think it's bringing like viewers back. But I don't think he's got it anymore. Honestly, he's not.
I don't think he does
really
either.
the same. I think he's only there for the viewership at this point. I mean, it was cool to see him, but you gotta make it. We gotta be realistic. He's not a John Cena.
No,
he's not a wow factor. He was a cool like he's back kind of knowledge.
Yeah.
But he's not there.
But do you think they brought Sheamus back to re-stir up that whole story with John Cena? Because like John Cena said when he was sitting there with Pat McAfee and the guy said he still has 2-3 years left in him. You think he's going to be part of that John Cena story?
No, boss. If John restarts with anybody, it's going to be with Randy Orton.
Yeah,
that's true.
Go to Randy Orton. I see. As of right now, Sheamus is the new Brock Lesnar right now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we're going to see him that very much, and it's just like the way, like, Gunther destroyed his chest, too. Like, if you didn't see that match, his chest was all cut up, and it's not, he ain't looking too good.
Skyler in the chat mad at us. He's like, we want him back, now you guys want him gone?
Skyler, listen, I did not want him back. I didn't even know he was out for injury. That's how much I cared about him.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I don't know if
Uh-oh.
anyone saw this.
What is it?
Asuka was pulled from the Queen of the Ring due to
Who
injury.
Asuka was?
Yep. Asuka is out and Dakota Kai is replaced.
Wow. Oh
All
my
right,
god.
guys. Let's move on. We got a couple more subjects to get across
Yeah.
before we end the show.
Yes,
So,
we do.
Pete, what's the next subject we got?
The next subject we got is my special. In the MMA world, we had this past weekend UFC 201 in Brazil. And in the main event, we had the flyweight championship, and it was basically oh my gosh. Alexander Pantoja versus Steven Ige. And personally, guys, to tell you the truth, the person that won that fight was and still Pantoja did win unanimous decision, but that fight was a lot closer than what you would think. And he looked so unimpressive that I actually think his next fight, whoever he fights, he's losing that title 110%.
Oh.
Whoever he fights next. Also, on top of that, probably the most happiest fight that I've seen was basically Jose Aldo come out of retirement and fight in his hometown in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and fight Jonathan Martinez, and he beat him by unanimous decision. And then possibly the most shocking fight that basically all UFC fans thought that he was going to lose this fight because he is 29-19. Or no, sorry. He was 37-19, but he was also on a 4-fight losing streak. Anthony Lionheart Smith submitting Victor Prantino, and Prantino was undefeated going into this fight, and Anthony Smith submitted him in 2 minutes of the very first round, which shocked everybody. And that actually I had Jose Aldo losing. That's an L. I had Anthony Smith losing. That's an L. And then we had Michael Pereira submit Igor Pertelov with a guillotine choke 54 seconds into the first round. And which I wasn't surprised about that. What's up? What's up, Deshaun? Also, Paul Craig. Thank gosh. Paul Craig losing. He got knocked out 2 minutes and 10 seconds of the second round, got knocked out. And guys, if you guys follow the UFC or any type of MMA, if you guys have not seen what happened with Jack Short, I'm just letting you guys know it is very graphic. And if you guys can't handle blood, do not watch it. Because
what's up, Deshaun? Welcome in, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel.
What's up, Deshaun?
let me just say this real quick. Basically, his bone almost popped out of his leg from how many leg kicks he sustained, and it was a doctor stoppage TKO second round with 3 minutes and 35 seconds into the fourth or into the second round. And guys, that's basically it with UFC. But guys, let me just say this card was okay, but it wasn't that great of a fight. But it was okay. But guys, just to let you know, we will be talking about this in possibly the next 2 episodes. We finally will have a firefight coming up June 1st. Dustin the Diamond Poirier versus the longtime champion in Islam Makhachev. And that's the recap on
I did
UFC.
want to bring something up also. Matt Brown shed a tear after telling UFC he was retiring.
Yes, I forgot also to bring that up. Thanks for bringing that up. Wonderful. Matt Brown officially has retired from the UFC. And listen, guys, I've been watching UFC for a fat minute. Boss has been watching UFC for a fat minute. Wonderful has been watching UFC for a fat minute. It is just shocking seeing all these legends finally part ways, and one of them was Matt Brown. Because listen, I still remember when he fought. Who was it? Was it McDonald or was it St. Pierre? I think it was against St. Pierre. That fight was crazy.
My boy, Conor McGregor coming back.
Yes, Conor McGregor is officially coming back. And guys,
UFC 303.
And guys, the final story of tonight is basically the biggest thing that's going on in the music world and all over social media. Is Drake and Kendrick Lamar's beef. How do you guys feel about this whole situation, and who do you think is winning this beef right now?
So, so
You might as well just said let him
We got
cook.
We got a white guy getting excited to give us take about rap music. Here we go.
Yeah, I know, right?
So Kendrick Lamar, don't get me wrong. I love both of them. I love Drake. I love Kendrick Lamar. I love them both. Personally, I think Kendrick's winning, but I think he took it a little too far. You know why? I say this because if you didn't see earlier this morning, Drake's house got pewed up.
Yes, I did see that. I did
saw
see
that.
that.
That is, I feel like that's Kendrick's doing. I'm sorry if for some reason.
I don't think so.
Video.
I don't think so.
Well,
I don't think so.
I
But,
mean, it's just
yeah.
a weird.
I mean, I'm looking at the Associated Press right now, Peter, and all points are leading to Kendrick. The security guard said he was shot outside Drake's Toronto mansion on Tuesday. There's people that are saying that Kendrick's involved.
I mean,
Oh.
it's such a weird coincidence of like, if he
Wow.
did. I mean, you gotta think of it this way too. This is such a bad timing for him. If he didn't do it, it's still such a bad time for him because of this beef is going on. Everything's gonna get pointed at him. Everything. I mean, it's such a bad time if he did do it.
Mm-hmm.
But if he didn't do it,
Like let's put it this way. Like one of his lyrics is, "I got love for you all, but I'm trying to unalive you." Like,
yeah.
Ooh.
come on, bro.
Whoa.
That's a sign. Everybody's saying it's pointing towards Kendrick. I'm telling you, Kendrick's. You can't mess with old rappers like Kendrick.
Yes, you can't.
You
can't.
You really can't, because you saw what happened to Tupac. You saw what happened to Biggie.
Yep.
And guys, we're actually seeing a lot in the chat right now. A lot of people are saying Kendrick, but there's a couple of them that are saying Drake, which I think they're completely delusional because Kendrick absolutely bodied Drake.
I'm sorry. I can't side with a man that was on Degrassi. I can't.
My biggest thing is, like, I understand the beef, but once you bring kids into the conversation, then like that's too far.
Yeah.
I do got to bring something up. Isn't it wild that Drake's house got shot up, and in the Degrassi show, what happened to him?
My gosh, you're not wrong.
What is the coincidence in that?
If you think about it, though, when Tupac died in 91, right? Tupac and Biggie died in 91, 92, right? Or 90,
like 94.
What year is it now? 2024.
What year is it now? It's 2022 or 2024. 2022. Holy shit.
Hey, that's 30 years apart, and you have two. You guys can say what you want, but you have two top rappers going at each other like this. The last time that happened, both of them are unalive.
It's kind of crazy that we're starting.
Well, I mean,
I can totally.
if you really look at it, like March 22nd, you had Lamar dissing Drake on Future Measure of Humans like that. Then April 13th, you had Drake's Push Up, that leaked. April 24th, you had Drake responded with a second AI diss track, Taylor made. So, and then April 30th, we had Lamar hit back with nearly 6.5 minute Euphoria. Then May 3rd, Lamar drops a follow, 616 in LA. Where did, like, come on, man, like, May 3rd, Drake lost Family Matters. May 4th, Meet the Grams. Like, bro, it's just day after day after day. Like, Not Like Us. May 5th, The Heart Part 6. Like, dude, it's just every day they're dropping fucking diss tracks, and it's going to lead to a shootout. No doubt.
It is.
But the thing is, Drake doesn't live the gangster life. Kendrick Lamar does.
I don't know, man. He's involved with Lil Wayne. You got to have a little gangster life. You're involved with Lil Wayne.
Drake isn't. Listen. He may not look. He may not look that dangerous, but bro, he's 100% hired people to do his dirty work.
Yeah.
And
I still he was part of.
And he would not. And he would not think twice to do it again.
Is he still under investigation for XXX?
Oh, not anymore. But I 100% think that he unalived him because listen, I talked to XXX's one of his best friends in an airport for 4.5 hours. And do you want to know what he told me? Do you want to know what he told me? It was his tattoo artist. It was his tattoo artist that killed him. But
Pete, you could, like, with this information, you could go to jail. Like, I'm just saying.
That's crazy.
I don't care. I don't care.
I'm gonna be careful. We're on YouTube. Everybody sees this shit.
Even the government. They see this
right now. I think he had something to do with it.
I think so too.
So let's go around the room. Let's go around out of the five of us. Who do we think's winning? I'll go last. Drake or Kendrick? Who y'all got winning this right now?
Dell, you start first.
I hate to say it, but I think Kendrick's gonna win. He's been going off.
Wonderful.
I think the person that's winning this is definitely the one and only Wonderful. No, I'm just playing. It's Kendrick Lamar.
Mullet Man.
Until they get in the wrestling ring and settle it, neither one of them's winning.
Bro, you know how much money they would pull if they did a Drake versus Kendrick Lamar boxing match?
Hey, come on now. Put him in the octagon.
But do you guys know how short Kendrick is though? Do you know how short he is?
I don't. Hey, that's to his advantage though.
I'm saying this right now.
That's not what happened to Jake Paul.
Oh my God. Stop it!
I agree with Zodiac. What he said.
Listen, I gotta say this. Let me just say this.
Oh,
Kendrick is winning this battle no matter what, because Drake is mid.
I'm so bad. I just realized I could turn on comments. I was like looking
an hour into the show and he figured it out. On his second episode, he's been on the show. This is crazy. I guess I'm gonna be the odd man out. I'm gonna take Drake on this. I'm gonna take Drake.
What? What?
I'm gonna say Drake.
These
I'm
are-
gonna say Drake wins.
boss, you're not the odd man out because I think Drake too.
we obviously know who.
Now I think lyrically,
lyrically,
like Kendrick is destroying Drake, but I think Drake is gonna do something outrageous, and we're gonna forget all about Kendrick.
How about you guys just say you loved watching Degrassi growing up?
I
I
hated
did
Degrassi.
watch that.
I was watching it Saved by the
Listen.
Bell. Sorry.
Listen. Let me just say this. I watched it from season 1 until the final season.
You know he had.
I watched
You know,
every single episode.
you know who else Drake has beef with that I've noticed in all of his video concerts? Travis Scott.
Yeah.
I know we're on the music topic right now, but the Arena Football League is probably about to get shut down and get sued.
Why?
don't say
For
that.
what?
Don't say
They're
that,
not
don't say
playing
that.
the players,
Oh,
they're not
Oh,
playing
yeah.
players, referees, the owners. They ain't paying nobody.
Well,
I
no
didn't hear
one's
about
really
that.
showing up games too. That's why, and most of the tickets that are bought and merchandise and all that, half of it goes to players.
They ain't paying none of them.
I do want to bring up another music topic. I don't know if any of you listened to him or already heard about it, but Young Gravy's has been getting a lawsuit now.
Who?
For what?
For what?
The lawsuit is Young Gravy used a deliberate and nearly imitation of his voice in his song Betty Get Money from Rick Astley.
Ooh.
Rick Astley
Damn.
is suing Young Gravy for his song because
Hey, he
he
better.
used
Hey,
his voice. He
Young
used his
Gravy just
voice
got rickrolled.
hey, he better
for
leave
sure.
Rick Astley alone.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie.
That's crazy.
I think Young Gravy is very underrated.
Oh,
Oh,
my.
Oh yes, he is.
He's
Yes.
very underrated.
You know, Young Gravy and Zach Wilson are really good friends. They both do each other's moms, right? All right, let me stop.
Hey,
Hey,
Oh my
not gonna
God.
lie.
hey, you got the MILF Hunter, and then you got his, his associate.
Hey, Young Gravy needs to get some props
I
for
still
getting
can't believe that he pulled what's her face.
Addison Rae's mom.
No,
Hey,
somebody even better. But I'm not going to say the name.
I can't think of it. That's the only
Why?
Say the
person
name.
Why can't you say the name?
I only remembered Addison Rae's
Say
mom.
the
Listen.
name. Say the
Young-
name.
Young Gravy pulled Lisa Ann.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not. Young
Lisa
Gravy is a
Ann.
dog.
Like, what?
Young
Boss is
Gravy
like,
just does not care.
I'm not touching that one.
no.
me neither.
I'm leaving that alone. There's things I'll comment on, and there's things I won't touch on. We're not going to sit here and act like, man, that's crazy. That's.
Oh,
At least it wasn't
crazy.
Anne Frank. All right, let me stop. All right.
That-
All right.
She didn't hop on the gravy train though.
Oh, all right. All right, guys, we're gonna do one last thing before we end the show. You're good. You're good. One last thing before we go. Hot takes. Hot takes before we end the show. Dally, what's your hot take?
My hot take is Cavs beat Boston in 7 games.
Now, granted, guys, hold on. Before we go forward, Dally was also the same person who said the Cavs are going to sweep the Magic. So I just wanted you guys to know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't say Cavs would sweep the Celtics. I said Cavs in 7.
Guys.
What you got, wonderful? Hot take. Anything going on in sports or esports or whatever's in your grandma's refrigerator. Hot take.
I'm gonna say it. I think Toronto's gonna get knocked out first. I think Toronto will be out round 1.
It's a 2-3 to 3
They're not clicking. They're not.
Okay. Mullet Man?
Florida Panthers win the Stanley Cup.
All right. What you got, Pete? Over the Rangers is crazy, but all right.
Oh my gosh. Let me just say this. Nuggets bring the series back 2-2 and win the game in 7. And win the series in 7. Nuggets win that series and go to the Western Conference Finals.
All right, here's my hot take. The Minnesota Timberwolves win the NBA championship this year.
Wow.
Only because they have a Georgia player. Shout out Kansas. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, you and your. Ugh.
But all right, guys. Well, thanks for going and watching us on the show. Thank you for all the viewers. Thanks for coming in, all the comments and chats. We appreciate your guys' interaction. Shout out Wake Up Sports Podcast and the crew with us being with us tonight. Shout out Wonderful and Dally for joining us, even though Dally's in the middle of watching this game and the Celtics are getting their ass. You know, they're handing out some ass whoopings right now on the Cavs. Shout out to our sponsors, Underdog Fantasy Bets. Make sure you guys go check them out every time you want to bet on something. You can bet on, you can bet on NBA playoffs, NHL hockey, what your mom's last boyfriend looked like, what's in your grandma's refrigerator. You can bet on anything right now. So make sure y'all check that out. Also, thanks to Funko Pops for being a sponsor of the show. We appreciate you guys. Wake Up Sports.